I've read that on a personal level, when you created the web, you were looking for a collaborative tool that you could use to work on your many projects with colleagues around the world. Collaborative networking is becoming more and more popular in jobs nowadays. Can you describe how you see the collaborative workspace evolving in the future?
Well, I think that the original vision, in a way, was that the web would be a hypertext web of ideas, and that so that you could connect. If you're reading something and you think, the person who wrote this didn't realize that there was a connection to this, and then you can immediately highlight that, press a button, and make a link, and so that you could work in a team of people to be able to, in a way, capture all the thoughts, but also all the connections between the thoughts. That we don't have yet. We have people sort of collaboratively authoring documents. Are they collaborative authoring the web? To a certain extent, but most of the links which are made are to people make their individual tweets, and they make their individual blogs, and they make links to things. I think we've seen Wikipedia as one interesting model. We've seen blogs as a model. We see tweets as a model. I think we'll see a lot more models, and I think that we need the things which will be interesting will probably be again genres of collaborative medium which are completely new.
Early this year, in an interview with the BBC, you said that as a result of technology advances such as the open web platform, you see the internet becoming more dynamic, with web pages able to do more amazing things. You are also working on the semantic web, through which people will be able to share and use data and at will and in a very powerful way. In how near or far a future do you think this will happen, and more specifically, how do you see these features playing a role for future entrepreneurs in terms of the main business opportunities?
Well, the growth of the web of applications, of web apps, is also linked to the web of the growth of the web of data, because a lot of applications, when you run one, it's a program that runs in your web page. It makes the web page very, very powerful. It makes the web page basically like a computer, because it can be programmed to do anything. But the actual content is actually data which is on the web in the separate data web. So the web of applications, to a certain extent, is the front end, and the web of data is the back end of it. And both of them are evolving. Recently, linked data, people have realized how important linked data is. So linked data is data where you don't just publish the data saying, this is the population of Brussels. You say, well, by Brussels we mean the same city that all these other people mean by Brussels. So you connect it up to the DBpedia, big public knowledge base about information about Brussels. But also when you say the population, you mean you also link the concept of population. You mean it's not just population, a word population. It's actually, we mean the population of the city in the same sense as all these other, so that when you produce your data, it fits in and it can be linked to, and immediately when you query your data, because it's linked, you can bring in all kinds of other data. So linked data is something which is really exciting. You're finding there's not been there is a big linked open data cloud, which is very exciting. Linked data isn't being used everywhere. What's happening with a lot of companies is that you'll find with the search engines, for example, that you can see from the way the search results have changed over the last few years that they are linking their data. There's a huge emphasis from, in some cases, decrying linked data as being a silly idea, something that would never work. You can see that, in fact, now everything is becoming the search engine has actually got a concept of what these things are and the relationships between them, which is linking the data together. So we are seeing in a way, the world of linked data is arriving, is becoming very powerful, but but there's lots of data which is not yet available and not yet linked, including a lot of personal data, data about me, which organizations have. So we really got a long way to go yet.